here to give you a quick, they're always quick, right? A little overview of how to do the peer review, since this is the first time we're doing the peer review this week. So if you see here, we're on week 4. Welcome to week 4. And scrolling down, you'll see that you're going to learn about logical fallacies. Peer review your peer's first draft. So your first drafts should be up there. If they're not there yet, there's still time. Get them in there. But if you click on this, you will be taken to a discussion board, P2 critique peer review. Scroll down and you should see 1 or 2 peers' papers there. Everybody is in a group. So I have gotten the permission of Jennifer Bale, thank you Jennifer, to use hers as a sample. I've already commented on hers, but I'm still going to just use it just to show you how you can make comments on your peer's paper. So hopefully your peer either put a link, a direct link, or has a URL. Here, this is a URL. So I'm just going to copy this, Command C, and open up a new tab and hit paste. And that should get me to Jennifer's paper or your peer's paper. And again, I've commented on this already, but hopefully it'll give you some ideas of what you can do. So if your peer set it up correctly, you should be able to edit right here, and you should see a share and a comments button up on top. If you click on the comments, you'll see a column open up where you can put comments. If you don't see those options, try editing it in Word. It'll open up in Word on your desktop, and you can just type comments right in the text here, and then upload that Word document to D2L. But hopefully it worked it this way. So Jennifer did a really nice job on hers. She's got it set up with the appropriate MLA format, and she's got a title. Note that the title of articles is always going to be in, titles of articles are always going to be in quotation marks. Titles of books will be in italics, just like Jennifer did here. So you can comment in a couple of ways. I made this comment here because in a previous version of this, Jennifer had put, had the phrase in the, here's her thesis right here. Based on how Bauerlein uses language, logic, and evidence, his argument is ineffective. Good thesis. But in a prior version, she had started this with, in my opinion, based on how Bauerlein used language, logic, and evidence. And I want to show you guys that you don't need to say in my opinion, or I find, or I think, or in my personal belief in your thesis statements. And I'm just going to read what I wrote for Jennifer here. Opinions are matters that cannot be proven or disproven. Like, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? I can neither prove nor disprove that chocolate is my favorite flavor of ice cream. What we're dealing with in this assignment, in the critique, is something that's based on evidence. So your thesis is based on the evidence of what you see in terms of how the author, Bauerlein or Turkel, uses language, logic, and evidence. So this is not an opinion. It's just the fact is, according to Jennifer, that Bauerlein's argument is ineffective because of the evidence of how he uses language, logic, and evidence. I hope that's helpful and clear. So how I wrote this was I highlighted a part of the text and then I hit new comment. And when you do that, you'll get a comment here and you can type in whatever you want. Post it if you want, or if you make a mistake, you just delete it. The other way you can make comments, and you'll see the little comment box here, is you can type right into the text. You'll see in my comments on your texts that I put my comments in brackets, so you can distinguish them from everything else. So feel free to make changes, but if you're making changes within the text, maybe put it in brackets, or if you want to distinguish yours, maybe you use pointy brackets or something, so it's clear that you've made those comments to your peer. Don't just change their text without telling them what you've changed, in other words. So that's the quick overview of how to make comments in the peer review. What you are going to do, of course, is you can make comments like that, but also, let me go back out to the directions, in the discussion board, if you could address these 5 questions, is the person's thesis clear? Is the summary accurate? Is the analysis objective? Is the response sensible? And any additional comments. If you could just answer those questions right in, so for example, if I did it for Jennifer, I would again go in here. I would reply to her thread, and you could just type your responses here. So I could say, yes, your thesis is very clear, and no, the summary is not accurate, and say what. So just answer the questions like that. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to, actually I'm going to add one more thing. Let me go back to Jennifer's. Let me point out one other thing, if I might. This is a, actually I don't want to do that. This is a little picture that I've made of what a typical 5-paragraph essay looks like. And in this essay, these body paragraphs are the evidence that proves this thesis right here, right? So hopefully that's clear. Let's see if I can make some marks here, right? So when you're using this evidence here, this is the proof for, whoops, this thesis. Oh, that's not working. Okay, for this thesis right here, right? What you're doing here in this paper is you have the same kind of a situation. And let's see if this will let me do this. Okay, so this evidence right here, no, it's not going to let me write. There it is. Whoa. Sorry, this evidence right here. Oh my goodness, that's interesting. Okay, I'm just going to point. Is the proof of your thesis. So if your thesis is that Bauerlein's or Turkle's argument is ultimately ineffective, this is your proof. So you should start each of these body paragraphs with a strong topic sentence that says something like, one reason, let's take Turkle, to just do the other one. One reason Turkle's argument is ineffective is her use of logic. And in this paragraph, you'd address logic. The topic sentence here would be, another reason that Turkle is unconvincing is her use of language. And this could be about language, and the same thing with evidence. The summary is helpful, the response is helpful, but those are extra pieces. It's a different kind of information. So just keep in mind that these body paragraphs in particular, the meat, the analysis paragraphs, need to start with strong topic sentences that connect these paragraphs to the thesis. And I'll try to put these in your comments when I get to all of the papers eventually. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, as always, please let me know. And take care. Good luck.